What if your nightmares were warnings from the past? Imagine inheriting a vision that once saved dozens of lives but now puts your entire family at risk. Sounds like a twisted fate, right? Well, Final Destination, Bloodlines dives right into that terrifying idea. It's not just another horror sequel, it has become the highest-grossing and best-reviewed film in the entire franchise. But what makes this movie so different? Let's break it down. The year is 1968. A brand new high-rise restaurant called Skyview is celebrating its grand opening. Everyone's dancing, drinking, and enjoying the night. But suddenly, Iris Campbell, a young woman at the event, has a terrifying vision. She sees the chandelier crack, gas leak, and the entire building explode in flames. Panicked, she clears the place. Minutes later, that exact disaster strikes. Thanks to her, dozens survive, but interfering with death comes with a heavy cost. Now fast forward to the present. Iris's granddaughter, Stephanie Reyes, is a college student haunted by recurring nightmares of a collapsing building. At first, she thinks it's just stress, but after a final visit with her dying grandmother, she learns the truth. These visions are real, and now, death is coming back to finish what it started by targeting their family. Stephanie returns home looking for answers. Her family is complicated: a distant uncle, cousins she barely knows, and a mom who abandoned her. When she visits Iris one last time, her grandmother reveals everything. By stopping the Skyview collapse in 1968, she disrupted death's design. Now, decades later, death is hunting the survivors in their bloodline, one by one. To prove her point, Iris literally walks into a sharp weather vane and lets herself be impaled. Her final message? This is real and Stephanie is next. After Iris's funeral, things spiral fast. A freak lawnmower accident, a fire at a tattoo shop, a garbage truck compactor. Each death more unexpected and brutal than the last. Stephanie realizes there's a pattern. Death is going down the family tree by bloodline and age. Non-blood relatives seem to be safe. Even one cousin, who turns out to be the result of an affair, somehow avoids the curse. With time running out, Stephanie and her brother Charlie search for someone mentioned in Iris's journal, someone called JB. He turns out to be William Bloodworth, the mysterious mortician from earlier films. Bloodworth lays it all out. There are only two ways to cheat death: either take another life or die and be revived, like Kimberly Corman once did. It sounds crazy, but it might be their only shot. The family tries to put the second strategy into action. Bobby, one of the cousins, eats a snack with nuts to trigger a deadly allergy so he can be revived. But nothing goes right. A malfunctioning MRI machine pulls in another cousin's metal piercings and impales him with a wheelchair. A vending machine spring drills into Bobby's head. Death is always one step ahead.
With fewer survivors left, Stephanie, Charlie, and their mother Darlene head to Iris's old cabin, hoping to hide from the curse. On the way, their RV crashes. The cabin explodes. Stephanie nearly drowns when her seatbelt jams. Charlie manages to break it and save her with CPR. It looks like they finally broke the cycle, but not so fast. A week later, someone reveals that Stephanie's heart never actually stopped. So technically, she didn't die and come back, meaning death's plan is still in motion. And just like that, a log-filled train derails and crashes into the neighborhood. The logs crush both Stephanie and Charlie. Death wins again. Final Destination, Bloodlines isn't just another horror flick. It adds emotion, family drama, and serious tension to the classic formula. With over $193 million at the box office, it's not just a comeback, it's a new high for the series. And as the director said, death's work is never done. There's always more stories to tell. So, what do you think? Would you want to know your fate or live not knowing what's coming? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell. More movie updates and deep dives are coming soon.